What's your name?
My name is Jennifer.
Someone just broke in?
Someone broke in and I heard shots like pops. I don't know what's happening. I'm tied upstairs.
Did it sound like gunshots?
I don't know what a gunshot sounds like. I just heard a pop.
A woman is dead and her husband injured after a home invasion in Markham.
There was a knock at the door, then 3 gunmen burst inside.
They dragged me down the stairs. Then I heard 2 pops.
I'm okay. My dad just went outside screaming.
Do you think your mom is downstairs too?
I don't hear her anymore.
We're only going to have one witness, and that is the daughter, Jennifer Pan. Why would you leave a surviving witness?
Please hurry. I don't know what's happening.
There was just so much expectation. So I lied.
No, I don't know where my parents are.
This is the moment where everything changes.
A straight-A student, a piano prodigy, and an Olympic-level figure skater. But behind her perfect image, Jennifer Pan was hiding a deadly secret. What unfolded in her family's quiet home shocked an entire nation and revealed a daughter capable of orchestrating murder. This is the unbelievable true story of a young woman who plotted to eliminate her own parents, all to protect a web of lies. The Pan family was the definition of an immigrant success story. Han and Bic Pan fled Vietnam by boat, seeking safety and opportunity. They arrived in Canada with nothing and built a solid life through hard work. Han became a tool and die maker. Bic assembled car parts. They were disciplined, frugal, and determined that their children would have better lives. Their daughter, Jennifer, appeared to be the shining star. Straight A's, champion figure skater, talented pianist. Her father dreamed of her becoming a doctor, later settling on pharmacist when he realized she was squeamish. But behind the carefully curated image, Jennifer was quietly living a double life, one built on lies, fear, and rebellion. November 8, 2010. A seemingly normal evening in a quiet suburban home just outside Toronto. But just after 10 p.m., 3 masked intruders stormed inside. Home security footage across the street captured shadowy figures moving toward the house. Inside, Jennifer would later tell police she was upstairs on the phone when she heard unfamiliar footsteps. Her parents, however, were immediately confronted at gunpoint. Han awoke to the muzzle of a pistol pressed to his head. Bic was dragged from the living room. One gunman forced Han out of bed and into the hallway. Jennifer claimed she was yanked from her room and tied to the upstairs banister with a shoelace. She was left untouched while her parents were forced into the basement. Moments later, 5 shots rang out. When it was over, Bic lay dead. Han was clinging to life. And Jennifer? She was alive, making a frantic 911 call, claiming she'd just witnessed a robbery gone wrong. To the outside world, Jennifer was a miracle survivor, but detectives were immediately suspicious. If this was a robbery, why wasn't anything of value stolen? The family's luxury Lexus and Mercedes were untouched. Expensive electronics and visible cash were left behind. Why would burglars leave a living witness? Even stranger, Jennifer claimed she was tied up, but somehow made a 911 call from her waistband flip phone. When asked to recreate the scenario, she struggled to convincingly explain how. And then came the biggest twist. Han Pan survived. Despite being shot in the face at point-blank range, he emerged from a coma and began to speak. His account changed everything. He told police he saw Jennifer, unbound, talking calmly to one of the intruders before the shooting. Not screaming, not scared, just talking. Jennifer was no longer a victim. She was now a suspect. As investigators dug deeper, Jennifer's web of lies began to unravel. She never graduated high school. She forged report cards and fake acceptance letters. Her parents believed she was studying pharmacy at university, but she'd never enrolled. Instead, Jennifer was secretly living with her boyfriend, Daniel Wong, a small-time drug dealer. Her parents disapproved of him and eventually forbade the relationship. Han even went so far as to lock her down, monitoring her mileage, restricting phone use, and banning her from seeing Daniel. Feeling trapped, Jennifer saw only one way out. If her parents were gone, she'd be free to live the life she wanted. Police uncovered hundreds of texts between Jennifer and Daniel, along with burner phone records and messages to hired killers. She originally planned her own death in what she called a suicide by proxy. But that story quickly changed. In reality, Jennifer was orchestrating the murder of her parents for $10,000. On the night of the attack, she allegedly signaled the hitman with a light flicker from her room, captured on video. Moments later, the assailants entered. She even texted VIP access. Jennifer was arrested for first-degree murder and attempted murder. Daniel Wong and the 3 hitmen were also taken into custody. Her courtroom defense? She wanted to die, not kill. But text evidence, her father's testimony, and inconsistencies in her story proved otherwise. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for 25 years. Her father, who survived, gave a powerful victim impact statement saying, "I hope my daughter thinks about what happened to her family and becomes a good, honest person." Jennifer Pan's story isn't just about murder. It's about how the pressure to be perfect can twist into something deadly. If you found this case as shocking as we did, let us know in the comments. Was Jennifer a victim of harsh parenting or a cold-blooded killer? Subscribe to Missing Truths for more real-life crime stories that haunt us to this day.